Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm so freaking happy that you're here. My name is Kimmy if you're new, and today we are going through my absolute favorite products. These are things that I am obsessed with. I cannot and will not live without. And I know what you're thinking, Kimmy, that's dramatic AF. Get a grip. And I will tell you politely, respectfully, try out these products first and then tell me I'm wrong. Okay? We are going through every single category that means something to me. That means skincare, hair care, makeup, fitness, and lifestyle. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with wellness lifestyle, probably my favorite category here. And we're gonna start with the thing that I get questions the most often on, and that is my Aura ring. This little girly right here is the best thing ever. My boyfriend got it for me, I think about a year ago for my birthday present, and I have not taken this thing off since, except of course to charge it. Now, things that I love about this helps me track my cycle. This is my preferred method of birth control. It works so well for me because it tracks your temperature and works with the Natural Cycles app to tell you when you're ovulating and even what phase of your cycle you're in, which is so important to me because you guys know I'm probably like bored you to death with this, but I am a PCOS girly and I have struggled for so long with knowing when I'm in what phase. Like, I didn't have my period for 5 years. Yes. 5 whole years. And so having a device that helps me get in tune with myself, know what cycle I'm on, when to calm down my fitness routine, when to amp up my sleep is so beneficial to me. Now, talking about the cons of this ring, one thing is that you do have to pay for the ring. And like I said, mine was a gift. Love my boyfriend for that. But you do have to pay for the app subscription just to have like access to the insights that the ring gives you, which I don't necessarily love, but I get why they would do that, just like business model wise. And then the second thing that I don't love about it is that it does scratch a bit. I'll bring it close. So as you can see, she's a little scratched up. Again, I've had this for a full year. I have not replaced it, but I did hear that their replacement policy is actually stellar. So if you did get it, it did get scratched like quite badly. I'm sure that you could work it out with their customer service that they would replace it for you because a lot of people have said that they've done that for them. This next girly is another wellness lifestyle absolute must-have for me. Like, I do think I would be lost without her, and it is my Kindle. This is the Paperwhite version. I love this one because it's super fast. Like, she's just whipping through the pages. Not like I even read that fast, but I love how quickly it loads. Like, there is no lag time. Also, the battery life for this thing is incredibly impressive. I love this mostly because obviously she's tiny, she's light, she's slender. I can just pop her in my bag, pop her in my fanny pack, pop her in my pocket, and go out on my life because I'm the type of gal who likes a little bit of downtime. And when I have that downtime, I love to read. Even if I'm just like going to walk to the park and I have like 10 minutes to sit on a bench, I want a book with me. But my problem, my dilemma is that I'm very much in like the Sarah J. Maas, like fourth wing era right now with my reading. And if you know anything about those books, you know that they are huge. They're like carrying a whole encyclopedia with you, okay? And that is not my style because you can't fit that in a purse. And I don't love to carry the biggest bag with me absolutely everywhere I go. If I'm just going on like a little walk or running a little errand, like, why do we need a big bag just for my book? And this girl solves that issue, okay? First of all, it's black and white. That is one thing I don't absolutely love about it. Obviously for the pages, that's cool, but when it comes to books, again, like fantasy books that have maps and like interactive photos, I want to be able to see them in color if that's even an option, and like be able to zoom in on the maps, but you don't really get that option with the Kindle. But that is genuinely the only thing that I do not like about this, okay? Another thing I love about my Kindle is that it lights up for you. Obviously you can't tell now because it's super bright outside, but like these pages get bright and the brightness will adjust to your environment, which I think is so cool, or you can just like manually adjust it. But at night, I love to read. It's one of the only things that gets my brain to shut the F off, which I definitely struggle with. So having this Kindle like right at my bedstand is a lifesaver for me. I used to have like a book and then have the little clip on top of it, and then the clip would run out of battery like every 2 weeks and I would have to remember to charge it. It was a whole thing. And this just solves all that for me. It gives me the sweetest dreams ever and it's just so convenient. Last item in our lifestyle category is inositol. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know that I have this every single day. I like to put mine in my matcha. It's like an invisible powder. It's tasteless, it's odorless. It doesn't even change the texture of what you're drinking, but it helps to support balanced blood sugar, which can support your ovarian health and your menstrual regularity, which, as we already know, I definitely need help with. This is like the #1 supplement that I definitely recommend to anyone who struggles with hormone balance, hormone health, and especially my PCOS girlies. Moving on to the fitness category, the first one, you guys probably all know that this is coming. Bala bangles. I am such an ankle weight, wrist weight girly these days, especially now that I've like fully entered my Pilates era, okay? And these Bala bangles are just it. They're smooth, they're soft, they don't dig into my skin, they don't irritate my skin, and they're also like size inclusive. I am not a small ankle girl, okay? I am a wide calf, cankle girl. I used to call myself, I can't even say this with a straight face. In college, I called myself Kimmy's Kanks, okay? Because I don't have dainty little ankles. I've always been a little envious of girls with dainty ankles, but it is just not my lot in life, okay? It was not the card that I had been dealt. But this doesn't really care about that. It doesn't discriminate on the ankle sizes, which I really appreciate. As you can see, she's stretchy. This is my savior. This is what I look for. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. They come in beautiful colors. This is the 1 pounder, so they're super tiny. You just kind of like wrap it around your wrist or your ankle and you go on walks, you do your little workout, and it's cute, it's light, it's like barely noticeable until you're in the work and you're like, oh my gosh, this really adds up. These are the 2-pound ankle weights. Excuse me. There we go. These are the 2-pounders. I love these strictly for ankle weights. I wouldn't necessarily put these on my wrist unless I'm doing like an arm workout, but I love these. And like, they're just smooth and soft and, dare I say, buttery. They're a must-have for me. This next item is actually a fairly new one for me, but boy, has she made her way into my heart permanently. I don't want to go another week without this item. And this, my friends, is a Left on Friday one piece. I mean, this girl is gorgeous. I have 2 of these because transparently, they did send me 2. And usually I'm a little weary when a brand just like throws out product at me. I'm like, okay, maybe you're just not selling enough, or I don't know. But these suits are stunning. They are, 1, very size inclusive. Like, they have a wide range of just like extra, extra small to extra large, which I appreciate. But also, especially for the onesies, they go from like short, regular, and tall. And they might even extend beyond that. I'm not really sure, but I got the regular. I am 5 feet 6 inches tall. Nothing fits me as seamlessly as this does. I also have bigger hips compared to my waist, which has always been an issue with one pieces because they like gap at the back. Like they just don't touch my back, and then it just makes me look not like myself, you know? It gives me an odd shape. I have a longer torso, and when I tell you things slide up so much, it's like painful, okay? If you know, you know. This does not do any of that. It hugs me in all the right places. It even has like a little bit of extra length at the bottom. Like I could go a little bit shorter on the ankles, but I don't mind it. I kind of like that it bunches up just a little tiny bit. It gives me support for my gals. You guys can see I've got some girls. They're not the biggest that they've ever been in my life, but they're there. And this gives it support. It's double lined. The stitching is stunning. And every time I wear these, I get a compliment. I actually wore a different one. I have a navy one that has this like gorgeous little cutout here. It's like a half moon right underneath the shelf of the bra, and every time I wear it, I just wore it recently. A girl came up to me after one of my Pilates classes and she was like, where did you get that? Give me the website. What size are you? She needs to know everything. And I was like, yeah, you gotta wear it to your workout. And she was like, no, I'm gonna wear that out on the streets. I'm gonna pair that with a blazer. She had like a whole outfit in mind. Like, these are versatile is what I'm trying to say. Last but not least in the fitness category is my absolute favorite bag ever. This is the FP Movement quilted duffel bag. This has pockets on pockets. You got pockets here. I put all of my Pilates socks in here, like my grippy socks, if I ever wanna go take a class. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm always like missing these socks. So I just like pack them in here. Put your car keys here. This is a little sleeve so it can go on your suitcase. How convenient. I love that for when I travel. And then you can put anything in here. I put all my car keys here. And then let me tell you about the amount of space. The things that can fit in this bag. I've got a hair mask. I've got my chargers. I've got, oh, look, it's the other, this is an accident, by the way. It's the other left on Friday. One piece, okay? From when I taught Pilates. I probably should put that in the laundry. This has got another zipper inside. And I put all my beauty stuff here. Like, we've got my little sprays for my face, claw clip, deodorant, CC cream. Everything fits into this bag. And again, every time I wear this bag, I get compliments on it and someone wants to know where it's from. I know Free People also has like another version of this bag where it's just kind of like a little tote bag, slings over your shoulder. I like this if you're a heavy duty lady like me. Like when I'm out of my house, I am out of my house for hours. And so I need something that's gonna keep up and put all of my stuff in it. As a matter of fact, I actually put so much stuff in this bag at one point that the larger strap that used to clip onto like these ends over here completely broke because I put too much stuff in it that it got heavy. That was user error. That was not your fault. It was user error, okay? That's how much stuff can fit into this bag. We love her. Moving on to hair products. You guys have probably already heard me scream this from the mountaintops, but I am properly obsessed with this next product. I think I've bought it about 5 times over. This one goes to empty and I'm immediately hitting order for the next one. And this product is my Crown Affair Cleansing Scrub. This girl, let me tell you about this girl. I put so much product in my hair all the time. I will allow my hair to go days without me washing it. And so we get like oil up in there, we get the dry shampoo, we get the hairspray, all of the things that I put on my hair throughout the week. This will take off in one go. There is no rinse and repeat with this one. It is just one time and you are good. And my favorite part about it, what kind of like wowed me when I first got this product, was that it looks like a normal scrub, right? It looks almost like a salt or like a sugar scrub. But then once you lather it in your hands, it turns into a shampoo. So you get this like scalp exfoliation while you're shampooing your hair, and it gets so squeaky clean that it's almost uncomfy, but that's the way I like it because that's how I know it is actually working. And let me tell you, nothing works like this gal. Speaking of products in my hair, there is one hairspray that I have fallen in love with, and this is specifically for my girlies with frizzy, wavy, curly hair that has a mind of its own. That goes from this to this in 2 seconds. You know who you are, and this is for you. This is the Davines Humidity Hairspray. If it's a humid day coming up, heck, even if it's not, I will lock in whatever hairstyle I did with this gal and my frizz will stay down. It will be slick and sleek. As a matter of fact, I used it today. It's flexible, but it's still strong. You know, like I don't want to put hairspray in my hair and feel it like my mom's hairspray used to do. That scarred me. It was like a glue, like a helmet. Mom, I love you. And I know you've changed your ways and I forgive you for what you have subjected me to in the past with those hairsprays. Okay. This is flexible. It's barely there, barely noticeable. But one thing you do notice, one is the shine, but also the smell. This is almost like a fresh, clean vanilla scent. Like it's got a warm hug scent to it, and I absolutely love that. I will like blow my hair out in the wind and I'll get a whiff of it, and it just makes me so happy. You guys may know that I did chop my hair recently. It was not exactly like chin length, but it was pretty dang close. It was the shortest I've ever cut my hair in my entire life, and I loved it at the time, but let me tell you, there is nothing that I've ever been through in my life that is quite as hard as committing to growing out a bob. The reason why I cut my hair in a bob, one, I thought it was gonna look cute, and like I'm always down for a big drastic hair change, like whether that's going bleach blonde or it's going pure black with my hair, chopping it up to here, letting it grow all the way down. I'm an extremist with my hair, but that caught up to me. And that was another reason why I wanted to chop my hair. I wanted a fresh start because it started to feel like hay. There was no other way to describe it. It wasn't even that I had split ends. It was just that the hair was so deeply, deeply damaged. And so I had to chop it all off and start fresh. And I told myself I would allow it to grow out. Now, I did not realize how hard that would be to let my bob grow out. Like, it's truly a mind game. Every day I'm like looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, girl, you're not ugly. You are not ugly. You're just growing out your hair. It's just hair. It doesn't define you. If anything, you can just pull it back and away. Because the mid-length hair is not it for me, especially like the blunt cut that I got. I like refuse to go back and get layers right now. I probably should, because it might make me feel better about this length, but it's just all one level. It's blunt. It's like right under or like at my collarbone. Safe to say, I don't love it. And so I'm trying to accelerate the process of growth because I do want my hair down to my butt. I want it down to my hips. I want to feel it touch the top of my pants when I shake my head. No. Okay? That's what I want. Is it there? Definitely not. But we're gonna get it there, and we're putting extra emphasis on scalp and hair health this year. That is like my winter arc, okay? That's what I'm focusing on this winter. It's all about acne and hair growth, okay? One of the things that is gonna help me get there, so I've heard throughout all my research, is rosemary oil. Now, I don't necessarily have the patience to like combine the rosemary with a carrier oil and like boil it down to make it into this like rosemary water that I can spray in my hair. Like, I would love to be that person. I'm just not her. But I did find this product, the Briogeo Scalp Pre-Wash Oil. This is infused with rosemary oil in it, and you can even smell it. It smells delicious. It's like a fresh, clean, happy rosemary, like earthy herbal scent. What I do is one time a week, I will put this on my scalp. I'll do a few little goes side to side to side, all the way through my scalp. I'll take my hands or a scalp brush and just rub it in there. And then I'll put my hair back out of my face to make sure it's off of my back so I don't break out on my back from the oil. I'll put it up and I'll just let it sit for minimum 30 minutes. But what I've been liking to do is in the morning, actually, before I go to teach a Pilates class, I'll do this. I'll put my hair up, and then right after class, I'll go into the bathroom and I will wash it out of my hair in the gym shower. And that's like a perfect amount of time for me because it's about like 2-ish hours. It's not enough for it to like start getting iffy on my scalp, but it's just enough for everything to work and to penetrate in. Also, bonus points that the room is a little bit heated in Pilates, so it just feels like it's really getting in there, you know? All to say, I love this gal, and I'm so excited to see what results it gives me now that I'm on this new hair health journey. This next one is another new one for me, but wow, have I fallen in love with it so quickly. It was actually a recommendation from my esthetician for my skin health, but I found out that it also has a comb attachment that you can use on your scalp. And this bad boy is a high frequency wand. This will send high frequency to your scalp to stimulate scalp growth, but then you can change the attachment and use it on your skin to kill bacteria on your face and prevent acne breakouts, which honestly has already made such a big difference in my skin. Like, I know we're not on the skin topic quite yet, but boy, that changes my acne legitimately overnight. Like, I will have an angry one come in, I'll zap it a few times with the high frequency wand, and it is gone by morning. I kid you not. But back to the comb. So what I do is I'll turn it on. It turns into this like beautiful orangey glow. You have to ground it with your finger first so you don't zap yourself. Make sure it is not all the way up because that will be painful. I set mine to like medium low, but very much on the low setting. And then once it's on, you take your finger, you carefully place it on. You will feel a little zap on your finger. It's fine. It's like a very mild bee sting. And then you take the comb and you brush it through your hair like this. I also like to kind of wiggle it so it gets as much surface area as possible, but I'll do this all throughout my hair for about 10 minutes every other day. And I love it. If anything, I feel like my hair is super shiny and it just feels like my scalp is less dry in a way. I have heard that overusing this on your scalp can make your scalp super dry. So if you are someone who battles with a lot of dandruff, just dry scalp, maybe don't use this quite as often on your hair, or like consult your hairdresser to see what works best for you. But I personally love this and I really hope that she pulls through again with the hair growth journey, okay? We will check back in a few months and I will let you guys know if it's working. Now moving on to the skin category. Same high frequency wand, like I said, can be used on your skin and you can use 3 different attachments. There are 2 that I really like. If you are super acne prone and you get like the cystic, painful zits on your face and you just legitimately want to zap them away, this is your product. I'm telling you, this was about 150 buckaroonies. It was not cheap. I did have to think about it for quite some time before I finally pulled the trigger on it because I was like, ugh, it can't be that life-changing, but it is. It is really that life-changing, you guys. I would never tell you to buy something so expensive if I didn't really feel like it can make a difference, but this is the best. So what I do, again, just like the comb, I will turn it on, I'll ground it. It'll turn blue, which I guess the colors mean something different. I'm not an expert on it, okay? So do your research. But it turns like purplish blue, which I guess can help kill bacteria underneath your skin. Now this one, you wouldn't put a gauze over. I would put a gauze over the other attachments that I'll show you soon. But this one, you just zap, zap, zap. You'll bring it on to your face while still touching it, remove your finger, and then zap the living daylights out of your pimple for about 15 to 30 seconds or like however long you can tolerate it. Again, make sure it's not up super high because you don't want to hurt yourself. Now, this is the other attachment that I use. It's got kind of a flatter base. It's a little bit bigger than all of the other attachments, and I will put a gauze over this. So my esthetician gave me these little gauze pieces, but she was like, you can get these off of Amazon or at like a pharmacy, but you put it on and you just tie it like a bow so it turns into just kind of like a little screen for it like this, and then that helps it smoothly move around your face, but it also increases the impact, so it will go a little bit deeper into your skin, which is good. That's what you want. And again, you'll do the same thing like the other one. You'll ground it and you'll just put this one all over your face. This is really good for my girls who have acne all over. You're like, one's it who? I have 50. Yeah, that was also me at one point. This really works to just like calm everything down. Another skin must-have is my Versed Daily Oiling Cleanser. This is my absolute go-to. I will not feel like my skin is clean unless I use my oil cleanser. I just made a whole Instagram video and a TikTok on how exactly I use this, so go see my page to reference how I do it all. But this product is amazing because it will literally lift up and clean out whatever sebum is in my pores. Like I will literally see little tiny spots come out of my pores, which sounds disgusting, but is so satisfying, especially as a fitness instructor, someone who loves makeup. I'm wearing a lot on my face all day, and I'm not gonna change that anytime soon, but this helps to kind of counteract and also pull out blackheads and just clogged stuff in my pores. It also smells amazing. There's eucalyptus oil in here, and it just smells like a spa, you know? I just love it. And it's very affordable. I get this at Target. And last but not least for our skin category is the Biodance Collagen Mask. I know you may have seen these with like people sleeping in them. I definitely don't sleep in them because I'm a sensitive sleeper and that would just bother the living daylights out of me. But what you do is you put it on and you leave it on for 3 to 4 hours. And let me tell you, the glow, the sheen that comes radiating off of your face when you use this, it's blinding. Tell others in your life who are around you who you love to wear sunglasses after you use this mask because they will need it, because your skin will be that shining and glowy and gorgeous, okay? I also feel like it just shrinks my pores. If you have a special event coming up or you just want to feel like you love your skin again, I highly recommend getting these masks because they will just completely change your mindset on what your skin is capable of. Finally, our last category is our makeup category. And you know me, I am a makeup lover till I die. I was not always this way, but something has changed within me. Something is not the same, to quote Wicked. And I can't get my grubby little hands away from Sephora. So let's go through all the makeup. Now this first one is the Dior Rosy Glow in Poppy Coral blush. At first glance, you might think, Kimmy, that is the most intense shade I've ever seen in my life, and you would be correct. That is also what I thought when I first saw this, but I'm wearing it right now. And as you can see, it's not as intense on my face. It is super pigmented, so I worked in very light layers, but it's actually like a beautiful glow from within. And I recently got my color analysis done using the Korean color system, and holy smokes, they even went down to like what makeup I should be using. And the girl who did my analysis gave this to me. She was like, you need this. This is your color. And I was like, okay, I don't know about it. That seems really intense. Like everything else I have is a little bit more muted. Like, I don't know, but boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. This is just the most gorgeous punch and pop of color. If you have more like olivey skin, you feel like you're in that like medium contrast zone when it comes to your face, your eyes, your features, all of that. You need a little pop of color in your life, okay? Don't say I didn't tell you so. This next one you've seen me talk about probably a million times, and that is the Merit Complexion Stick. This is for anyone who struggles with acne. Let me tell you, your acne will be gone in a heartbeat. You want to get one that's like very, very close to your skin color, but you see how that just blends right in, and it will cake on top of your acne. Like no redness will show through, but it doesn't look cakey at all. Like it doesn't even look like you're wearing anything on your skin. Super, super heavy coverage. It's a clean formula, so there's nothing in here that's gonna disrupt your hormones or anything like that. Like, I love her. I probably purchased this one at least 10 times, and I will do it again, gladly. Next up is my favorite eyeliner ever, ever, ever. I am a winged eyeliner person till I die. I don't like leaving the house without a wing. I just don't feel like myself unless my eyes are defined. And like you guys know, I sweat a ton, so I cannot be having eyeliner dripping and dribbling down my face or like crumbling away. Like, ew, we're not having it. And this liner, the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner in shade Big Truffle, which is this like beautiful chocolatey shade, is the one that I go to constantly. It's got a super fine, sharp tip. As Taylor Swift says, sharp enough to kill a man. And it just does the trick. I will never, never, never cheat on this eyeliner. And I do think I need it in black for when I have like more fancy events and I want to go for that more bold look, because this is the one. This is the best eyeliner I think I've ever used in my life. That's a big statement, and I mean it. Last but certainly not least, the Colleen Rothschild Lip Balm. This is so ungodly slept on. I hear nobody talking about these, which is criminal. Y'all are going straight to jail. First of all, it looks so like unassuming, right? It just kind of looks like a normal balm, but this thing is so pigmented. It's almost like a lipstick in the way that it's pigmented. It's like thick, but it's creamy. It's not tacky and sticky on my lips. It is truly, again, like butter. I love it. And the color lasts all day. It's super hydrating, super moisturizing. Like everybody needs this. I got it in other shades too. Like there's more of a red and a coral and like a lighter pink, and they're all just as pigmented as this one. This shade is the Santorini Whisper shade. This is like my go-to. I will keep like one in my wallet, one in my purse, one in my FP Movement duffel bag, and I love it because it keeps me nice and moisturized, nice and hydrated all day, and it gives me just like a little bit of color, and it's gorgeous. It's stunning. All right, my loves, that is the entire video, everything wrapped up with a bow. I hope you guys loved this, and if there are any products that are your must-haves, your ride or die, your cannot live without this, comment it below so all the girlies can see it and enjoy it. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video soon.